talked to several people around it, and most of the places we visited were very helpful, and because we were just total newbies, into the experience.
Well, when we had the family, realized that it was really time to start moving on in that direction to help her out. The kids got together and decided that each sibling should research and do some checking on places where that mom might like. And we live in different cities, in and around. And so here, Todd and I here in Tacoma, we looked at, it was my job to do some researching, and then I picked out 3 we went to go visit. Yeah. And after going through that process, we knew without really any reservations, and we never felt like we were, bothering people or taking too much of their time. It was just such a willingness to be, to make sure that all of our questions were answered. We could be comfortable moving forward. When we were first looking, because you're making an appointment, right, to go see someplace, and you meet a stranger, and then they walk you around and show you things. And when we came here, it just was so welcoming, and so it was very professional, which I really appreciated, because not every place is necessarily professional and yet warm at the same time.
When you start to look at the cost, you realize, well, yes, I can afford to live here. So, and mom can afford to live here. And so, when I look at the value, and I was just telling Mom about this the other day. I said, Mom, you used to pay, hundreds for lights, power, taxes, this, the maintenance on this. It says, this is so simple here for you. You have the one bill, and it's done.
Her life is so much more manageable. It's simpler, and she likes that. She didn't want to leave her house, but she likes that her life is simpler because she doesn't remember things like she used to. She doesn't have to drag the garbage cans up the driveway. She doesn't have to worry about going outside to get the mail. She does, all of those kinds of things, and remembering to pay the bill.
She still was a little worried at first about, hey, are they just going to always be banging on my door, ask me to go do this, do that, where you lose your sense of your space, but that hasn't been the case. So she has enjoyed, she can go out when she wants to, and engage in whatever, activity she wants to, but at the same time isn't being bothered.
Right, she was worried that she might lose her privacy. Like, is it going to be like living in a dorm? Where people are knocking on your door and, or trying to get you to, and she did not want that. She's a very private person. And so she's been able to, like he said, really maintain her sense of privacy and who she is, and she can do what she wants to, and she doesn't have to do something if she doesn't want to. And I love that, because that's how I want to be treated someday. You know what I mean? Sure. I don't want to be invisible. She's not invisible. She's an individual, and she's really encouraged and helped to be as independent as she can be. And she has her own challenges, but so it's great. She's
because of this environment that she is thriving. She is doing better, not worse.
Right.
It's not in decay. Like I said, everybody's got their ups and downs, but there are definitely ups because of the decision to move Mom here to Frank Toby Jones.
That's one of the words I think of when I think of Toby Jones. I think of family. That we know she's treated like family. We feel like I could bother some poor person, text them at midnight, like I think we family.
I think we have. Perhaps.
No.
But I think more important than the facility is just really the people here. Mom is known. She is just not a check mark. She is a person, and people care. We've had wonderful interactions with the staff.
What really helped was having the ambassador when she first moved in. That's brilliant, by the way. ambassador program. Never thought of that. Right. She, yes, that was really helpful. Her ambassador was Joan. And Joan, had been here a while, knows the ropes, and so really helped her kind of learn her way around, try to get the routines of the meals, that kind of thing was available whenever she had questions, but also introduced her to other people. And Joan knows everybody.
I remember Shirley just helped Mom just kind of walk through the process of what next. And so it was really quite interesting to just kind of step back and just let that happen, because we'd already pushed kind of as hard as we were going to push, if you will, and so it was nice to have a different voice, just talking to her, saying, hey, I understand, I understand what you're going through, but this that day that she decided, says, yeah, I'm going to take this unit. We had a party. We went down to Katie Downs.
She loves pizza.
And had a bottle of champagne, and the signing. It was an event, and so
the wait staff took pictures. She was signing, and we were cheering.
So even though there was, the decision was made, and it just took a little while to walk out the actual moving in, but that was the decision point, and so.
And it was her decision, and that was super important.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell your mom what you think is best, but at the end of the day, it's still her decision. She needs to, to make that decision.